When we first set out for Egypt, it wasn't for sightseeing or adventure, it was for health. We were looking to recharge and reset, but what we didn't expect was that Cairo would steal our hearts in ways we never imagined. What started as a peaceful getaway quickly turned into an unforgettable exploration of ancient wonders, vibrant streets, and hidden treasures. From the chaos of the city to the serenity of ancient landmarks, come with us as we uncover the magic of Cairo and discover a side of Egypt we never saw coming. So we landed at Addis Ababa International Airport and took a connecting flight to Egypt. The view was wonderful. So we landed in Egypt airport already, Cairo, myself and my husband, and then we took a cab to our hotel. The next morning, the streets of Cairo was beautiful, the skies was bright, and everything was going on well. This was such a beautiful scene to behold. I recommend. This is First Settlement Cairo, New Cairo, Egypt. And we already set out to go see where we can eat. The food was not so bad, but as a Nigerian babe, Pepe is important. The night was beautiful, the streets were lovely, the lights and everything was beautiful. So the next day, we proceeded to go and start the treatments. So we decided to take some tests. This was ECG done, and then we went to the lab for some other tests, which my husband's blood sample was being taken, to run some tests. And then this was when they took him to do an MRI scan, and then we proceeded back home. We actually went to a supermarket close by to get something. And then the next day, we proceeded to go to the mall to get a few things that we needed. And trust me, this was so beautiful. This mall was actually very big. This is City Star Mall in Cairo, very big and beautiful. You need to be there, you need to see this. After a lot of walking around with my husband, buying a few things and exploring this beautiful big mall and taking pictures and video, we went to the hospital to meet with the doctor. Again, this was my friend Nada. We had to sit out and have coffee. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. And then the next day was the appointment for the surgery to be done. This was my husband sitting down, nervous, wondering how it's going to go, but thank God it all went well. This was him in his panic mode, trying to explain what is going to go through. It was actually really funny. But did I tell you that Egypt is one of the best countries when it comes to surgery in Africa? These were his nurses and doctors coming in to check up on him. And this was when they took him to the theater to go and get the operation done. This is me waiting. I was panicking. Oh, this food. Well, I had to manage. I mean, what can I do? Still panicking, waiting for my husband, wondering what is going on, and then going to where I was supposed to sleep. And then my husband was back resting. And then the next day, the doctors came to check up on him. We spent 2 nights in the hospital. So this was still me in the hospital with my husband the whole time. And yeah, it was Ramadan season. Yeah, so this was my husband being checked up by doctors, with the operation. And then we finally left the hospital. He could barely walk. It was a major operation, a major surgery. But when we got home, he took some time, rested for about a week or 2 weeks, before we came back to the hospital for checkup and for the stitches to be removed. That was after 2 weeks, yes. After 2 weeks. So here he was actually feeling better and stronger. And then after this scene, we decided to explore Egypt and see what Egypt looks like. This was the most exciting part. The museum. We came and we saw beautiful histories, the sculptures, the story behind all these sculptures. It was intriguing. It was amazing. And we had a tour guide that had to explain all this the story behind all these sculptures. And then we went to their museum market. This is where they sell jewelries and perfumes and a lot of things. It was beautiful. This is me trying to do one or two, and then we left to another place while still viewing the beautiful city, the roads, everything was here is just so beautiful. You need to be here. You need to see for yourself. So this was a mall. Yeah, this is the mall that we came to buy a few things with my husband, and then he bought this really nice ice cream for me. Gosh, that was the best ice cream I've had in my entire life. And then we were heading to the pyramid here with my husband, Pyramid of Giza. Oh yeah, that's me on the camel for the first time. Gosh, this experience is wonderful. Well, I was actually scared because I mean the height of this animal, hmm, you need to try it for yourself. But however, it was lovely. I recommend you need to try this. If you've not done this, this should be on your bucket list. Ride a camel, please. It's fun. And then we proceeded to the Sphinx. We took a picture. We took pictures. We went to the Pyramid of Giza with my husband. This was us, going inside the pyramid. Trust me, going inside the pyramid is another story for another day. Jeez, I can't even explain. This was my husband here coming out tired, exhausted. Our tour guide was explaining a lot. So this is us again, just doing our thing in the pyramids and the Sphinx, enjoying ourselves, taking a picture here and there, and then going back. Wow. It was an experience, a beautiful one, exploring the city, looking at the structures and the streets and the people, the culture. And then finally, holiday is over. This is us leaving Egypt back to Nigeria. Trust me, it was worth the experience. It was worth the experience. And we had an 8-hour flight, connecting from Ethiopia to Egypt. So yeah, that was my husband, and voila, we're back to Nigeria finally. Bye.